All right, episode 10, we're back.
How good is that?
We've had a few weeks off and we're back for the summer.
That's it, man. How you been?
Good, man. Good.
It's good to see
My
you.
brother got married.
That's exciting.
The speech went off pretty well, I thought.
That's good.
Everyone seemed to enjoy it and it was a great wedding, so
Awesome.
had a bit of a break.
You had an awesome break. Over a week.
Went glamping, I should say. The missus, Rach wanted to go glamping, so we went to Tilba and it was good, man.
Made me jealous.
Good break. You went away too. You went to Jarvis Bay.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Leonardo was in the ocean for the first time.
Yep.
Early exposure.
Nice.
He loved it. It was in a little floaty.
Yeah, that's
We
awesome.
were like pushing him around and for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He just hung out.
That's sick.
We were too scared to go in because it was too cold. And he hung out there the whole time. No,
He's showing you up.
It's it's good to have a break in between our busy lives, right?
That's it, man.
Yeah,
We wind ourselves a bit too tightly sometimes.
I think so.
Yeah.
As I was just saying before we started today, like came straight from the shelter, had the open day today and did a few demonstrations and setting everything up and coming straight here, we're a little bit buzzy.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Ground ourselves.
That's it.
Ground yourself before we start.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk today about adopt versus shop.
Yeah.
So it is a big topic in the canine world.
Yeah, it is.
So should we adopt dogs or should we buy them as a puppy from, a breeder or such like that? But maybe the answer is not really so black and white.
Yeah, I think so.
And you've had a lot of time with shelters, so this is a good topic for you to cover yourself.
Well, maybe we'll talk a little bit about the background of what I think, like what I see and what I've experienced working in shelters and helping out and been volunteering at Southern Shire Animal Shelter now for like 6 years it's been now.
Yeah.
And obviously I started at Sydney Dogs and Cats Home. That was my first exposure around dogs really, besides my own. And there is pros and cons to both, of course. So if we talk about rescue dogs first, so for people that don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you do anyway, but a rescue dog means that you've rescued a dog from the shelter or you've adopted him. You basically bought a dog that someone else couldn't look after anymore and is at a location and
Whether
then you
that's,
buy them, right?
the RSPCA or a private shelter.
Yeah.
You've rescued that dog from the shelter and possibly the unfortunate.
Well, what did Bill Burr say? He's like, you didn't rescue the dog. Like, you didn't get him from a burning house and saved his life, And I
I was about to say you might have rescued him from euthanasia, so maybe you did in a way.
In some sense. So look at Southern Shire Animal Shelter, they don't put the dogs down unless they are not deemed to be released to the community. Like if they're
Unhomable, non-rehomable.
if they're sick or if they're like really, really aggressive. And it's not that many.
Yeah.
Especially at the shelter that I work at. There's other shelters. I won't name any names, but how it works is that if a dog comes in and has a microchip, they have to legally hold that dog for 14 days before it becomes their property, and then they do as they wish. In some places, they haven't got the resources.
So on the 14th day,
they get you there. Unless then there's people interested in the dog. And again, I don't know how it works because I haven't worked in shelters like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then either they have to put them down because then there's no room for other dogs to come in. And then the dogs that aren't microchipped, they have a 7-day holding until then they become their property. So in some cases, for sure, their dogs have a limited time there and you have to take that dog on, which can be a problem, and I'll bring that up in a sec.
Yeah.
And there's other places where the dog stays there indefinitely until the right person comes and takes the dog home.
Yeah. I should say as well, all of the dogs that we've had in our family were all rescue dogs from one organisation or another. So we had one from Monica's Rescue, which is she's up at Ingleside, up on the Northern Beaches, and via a foster home. And then our second dog, Fudge, that first dog was living at that foster home at the time. And then, like I said, I think in our first episode, they had to give him up because of travel. A lot of travel was going on. And rescue dogs all around. And they're amazing dogs,
awesome.
man. And it is, I think there is a bit of a sense of, I don't know what's the word. It does feel good to think that you've given that dog another chance to have a nice home.
It is. And look, and we're in a fortunate situation that we can do that. There are people that are volunteering their time and they don't make nothing from it to make sure these dogs get a home. So it's, my hat's off to them. It's a hard job. Fostering dogs is not an easy thing. People think that it's a very noble thing to do, which it is, but it's a very stressful thing, having to look after a dog that isn't yours, and your dogs have to, wear it, because the other dog's getting more attention. The dogs are not particularly social and they're destructive, and they're just, they change the dynamics of the house. So people that foster dogs, they're awesome. And there are places that go around and take the dogs from these places go into foster homes and then they advertise so then someone else can buy them.